Once again, this is English Standard 7. Our lesson is the second lesson. It's all about conjunctions. A conjunction is a joining word. It basically joins one phrase to another in a sentence. It also joins a group of words to another group of words. So without a conjunction, one will not be able to put various ideas together, or one will not be able to separate ideas that carry different opinions. So conjunctions do various functions, and we are going to discuss each type of conjunction and its application. As you can see on the whiteboard, we have conjunctions of addition. We also have conjunctions that show reason or cause. We have conjunctions that show contrast. We have conjunctions of time and conjunctions of conditions. So we are going to go through each one of them, starting with conjunctions that show addition. Conjunctions that give additional information include and, moreover, in addition to, furthermore, and both and. I've said and, moreover, in addition to, furthermore, and both and. We have a few examples to illustrate that. Example 1, Bradley is a polite boy. Moreover, he is generous. That is to say, Bradley is both polite and generous. So Bradley is a polite boy. Moreover, he is generous. Moreover is the conjunction of addition. Second example, Martha is a good musician in addition to being a poet. I repeat, Martha is a good musician in addition to being a poet. So the examples illustrate that apart from Martha being a musician, she also can recite poems. Those are conjunctions of addition. Let us go to the second one, to conjunctions that show reason or cause. These ones include therefore, so, since, because, for, and as. Examples. Example 1. James felt tired because he had played the whole day. The word because is being used as a conjunction to show the reason why James felt tired, why James was exhausted. Why was James tired? James was tired because he had played for the whole day. That is a conjunction of reason. Second example. Sylvia had not committed the crime. Therefore, the police released her. Let me repeat. Sylvia had not committed the crime. Therefore, the police released her. What does that mean? It means that Sylvia was set free because of not having committed the crime. That conjunction, therefore, shows reason, it shows cause. As a consequence of Sylvia being innocent, she was set free. Onwards to the third area, and these are conjunctions that show contrast. These are conjunctions that show contrast. These conjunctions introduce an idea that is contrary to the original idea. To contrast is to contradict. It is to differ, to have a difference in opinion, to say something that is not the same as the word stated before. And therefore, conjunctions of contrast can be said to be opposite to conjunctions of addition. While in the first area, conjunctions of addition are giving additional information, in the third area, conjunctions of contrast are giving opposing information. Examples of such conjunctions include although, however, but, nevertheless, yet, regardless, in spite of, despite, yet, and even though. Let us put them in sentences. First example. The children were very hungry, but they waited for the food patiently. I repeat, the children were very hungry, but they waited for the food patiently. It establishes the contrast that the children were longing for food, but they did not grab the food, they did not attack the kitchen, they opted to wait. So the usage of the word but introduces contrast. Second example, although it was a holiday, the laborers reported for work. Although it was a holiday, the laborers reported for work. It is normally known that holidays are days when working people take a rest. But our usage of the conjunction although tells us that even though that day was a resting day, these laborers still went for work. It shows a contrast. They went to work when they should have been resting. Those are conjunctions of contrast. We can now move on to part B, and these are conjunctions of time. These conjunctions show when an action took place. They emphasize the timing of a particular activity. They include while, before, until, when, as, whenever, and after. I repeat, while, before, until, when, as, whenever, and after. Examples in sentences. Example 1. The girls were singing while the boys were dancing. Again, the girls were singing while the boys were dancing. The usage of the conjunction while tells you that two activities were happening at the same time. On one hand, girls were singing. On the other hand, boys were dancing, but happening concurrently. That's why we use the word while. Example 2. The passengers waited until the next train arrived. The passengers waited until. Keyword until. Until shows that the passengers kept on waiting up to that moment, up to that time that the train arrived. That until is a conjunction of time. In E, we do have conjunctions that show conditions. These conjunctions, basically, are used to say that one thing will not happen until something else has happened. A condition is a set of ideas or factors that must take place for other factors to take place. They include if, unless, except, only if, and not until. Examples in sentence form. First example. The MPs will not pay taxes unless they are compelled to. Let me repeat. The MPs, members of parliament, will not pay taxes unless they are compelled to. The word unless is a conjunction of condition. It tells you that members of parliament are reluctant to pay taxes until some form of pressure is put on them. So unless is a conjunction that shows condition, just like until. Second example, go through your notes if you want to pass the exams. I repeat, go through your notes if you want to pass the exams. Remember, these are conjunctions of condition. What is the condition here? The condition here is passing the exams. What should you do to pass an exam? You should go through your notes. So for you to be able to pass the exam, you need to go through the notes. That is the condition. So boys and girls, up to that moment, we have concluded the topic on conjunctions, and I hope you have listed down the various conjunctions plus the various examples. Before I take off, let me leave you with 5 revision questions. Kindly copy the following 5 questions down for your revision to test understanding. Those 5 are our revision questions for that topic of conjunctions. Make sure you underline the conjunction found in each one of them. I want to wish you all the best going forward. Thank you.